Hey guys, welcome back to a new video sponsored by Squarespace. Today we are going to be looking at the best work uploaded to our subreddit this week. Like always, make sure to press the subscribe button, join the Reddit and our Discord down below for a chance to be featured in one of these videos. So the first one is a logo design for an English school in Taipei, Taiwan. I don't know if I'm saying that right. 60 upvotes, okay. Is it a slow week on the Reddit? Maybe. So it's aimed at upper middle income earners, tech savvy, future orientated, okay. Okay, let's have a look. So this is for a school. First impressions of the design, yeah, it looks good. It's very friendly. I like the type that you've used here. It's got the sort of professional vibe, but also the friendly vibe with it as well. The color choice, it's very school-like. It is aimed towards the upper middle class. So with that in design, we use colors and we use the form and the composition to give it that look as to whether it's being or whether it's for upper middle class. Kind of like how Apple and other brands will market something for the upper middle class. So for instance, Apple Mac Pro, their design speak there will be a lot more professional, sleek, metal, but with like, just the standard iPad, it's very colorful, playful, it's not meant to be professional. So two different prices there and two different gaps. It does look like a school logo, which is great. You've got the appropriateness down to a T. Now let's look at the logo rationale, so the actual icon. So an open book, the letter E for English, the letter S for school. This isn't only just an open book, it's a key as well. So I like the idea of it being an open book. That makes sense. It's very open. It's about learning, education. E for English, an S for school. I'll be honest with you, I don't really care about the S in there. I think you're trying to put too much into it. The logo itself, I don't know why, it kind of looks Arabic to me because of the style of it, which isn't a bad thing. But I don't like this connection here with the design. I think you could do it without that connection, if I'm being honest. But I do love the rationale. The typeface is ballooned too. Oh yeah, this is great. When I'm looking at these designs, I'm looking at whether the logo is obviously functional. So that means whether it will work where it's going to be placed. So on books, t-shirts, masts at the school. If you look at any sort of secondary school, you'll see that. Will it work on the jumpers if they have uniforms? And that's what I look at, is look at how the brand would be perceived all the way throughout. And I think this is a really good example of showing something that's form. The form is functional. Its aesthetic is good. It's scalable, with the slight problem of this connection with the sort of book here. I'd rather just get rid of that and have this down like so. Again, great mockups. Showing mockups is a huge thing in design. You've got to be able to show them. If you don't show them, it kind of ruins it because you haven't shown how it worked. Got to show the sort of why and how it's going to work behind the what it is. So yeah, no, this is a really good one. Right, nice one, well done. I've got 380 coins. Next time, I promise to bring more coins. I will only do that if people upload more design memes, because I want more design memes on here. The next one is an attempt at creating the Animal Planet logos. We saw this one in the last Reddit, but this one's got 123 upvotes, the highest upvoted this month. Let's see if you've got a comparison. Here we go. Okay, so first of all, really like the design. It's really well done. It's very Animal Planet to me. I think you've done a great job. It isn't as clean cut as the newest one that we have, or the newest design, which I like as well, but this is very corporate. Now, the reason why I like sort of 2018, the original one for now, is because it works super well on TV. Now, down here, you would normally see a logo down here on a TV, Animal Planet. So when someone comes and watches a program, they know instantly what channel to go to. Now the current one works really well for that. However, the one that you've done would also work well here as well. I mean, just the icon. It's sort of, as you say, it's a mix of all of them together. And to me, what I look for in a redesign of anything is whether it's going to be alienating towards the customers or the viewers already of any rebrand. To me, I don't think it is. I think the one that we have now was more alienating because of the color blue. Blue is great. I mean, it worked well for them for this rebrand, but choosing the older colors is also a good shout. I mean, I'm gonna have to give you an award for this of some sort. I've only got 300 coins. Let's give you this one, the Vibing Award. Yeah, you're vibing. How's that? I'm probably missing something secret in this logo like I did last time, so let me know in the comments if I've missed something. Oh, this is an interesting one. Adobe redesign. Okay. This one's gonna have a lot of comments down below because people are very finicky about this. Okay, so this is the original Adobe logo. This is what we have now, which is a very iconic design. The A, kind of like a chevron. Iconic. Looks good, works well. Lots of harder shapes in there. You've chosen to go for more of an Airbnb style. So that would be one of my only issues with this, is that it looks like an Airbnb design. But what I will say, you've done a great job making it look modern. I don't think it's bold enough. I want to see that logo like inverted in color. By that I mean, I want to see that line be full colored. Especially here in this part of the logo, I want to see that to be blacked out. And also, I don't like the fact that this design is rounded. If you round the corners of this, you're going to have to find a typeface that's rounded here. For a professional app, something made for professionals to use, it needs to be sort of hard. You know, you can't have a rounded icon on the butt. That's what it's called, the butt of the... same butt. On the butt of the icon, it needs to be flat. That gives a more of a, you know, professional, appropriate feel. If you did that, it would look, I think, really good. I mean, I'm gonna have to give you an award too, because that is really good as well. I will give you the Take My Energy award. You may take my energy for this. There you go. I need more. It's telling me to buy more. The next one, Museum of Modern Art Brand Identity. But before I get into that, I just want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video. I'm not a web developer. I can't develop websites. I don't know how to code, but I know that I can create a kick-ass website very easily through Squarespace because you don't need to be a developing wizard to do this. With thousands of fully customizable, award-winning templates to choose from, you can make your website truly your own, and that is so important nowadays in the world of brand identity. You can have your Instagram, you can have your Facebook page and your YouTube channel, but you also need to have a website that is home, a place where you can take people from these platforms and bring them so you can get work. And you do that by showing your portfolio and your case studies. You show that with the contact form on your website. All of these things are really important for designers. Not only that, it's easy to set up a domain. You can buy domains straight on the website, makes everything a lot easier. And the best thing about it is you can try it for free by clicking the link down below. And when you do click that link and you design your website and everything for free, when you're ready to purchase it, you get 10% off your purchase with that link down below or the code shown on screen. Squarespace is incredible. Go and try it out for yourself if you don't believe me. Thanks again for sponsoring and supporting the channel. Museum of Modern Art Brand Identity. Okay, so I like the design overall. Now this mock-up, you could do better than this. You could definitely do better than this by going to the link in the description and checking out Envato Elements. They've got so many mock-ups that you could use that are so much better. But what I will say, the design of it is really good. Well done. The thing that I love most about it is that it's distinct. You can tell what it is from miles away. It is scalable. It is appropriate as well. So if we look closely here at this markup, which is why it's super important to have markups, we can see obviously the main brand, the main logo, M. We can also see down here, the M and the Museum of Modern Art fits perfectly. You've created this logo and the form and the composition works super well together. The way that I know this is that when I'm looking at a logo, I'm looking at whether it's balanced, and I can tell whether it's balanced if I can draw kind of like a shape around it like this, and if it fits symmetrically and balanced all the way through. Symmetry is like the easiest form of like visual balance, and this is how I sort of determine it. You create a nice box that is very balanced for the long form logo. It's minimal, but you can tell what it is, and it's unique and distinctive. I like that a lot. Again, you've got so many different mock-ups. I like the fact that you use the M in the background and you've created this offset stroke. That's really nice. Another great example of visual or brand awareness, should I say, is the ability to take the logo that you've created and have it in the background of what you work on. So for instance, on my Instagram, you can see on my sort of carousel posts where I write my thoughts and teach stuff, I have my logo in the background. It might not be fully visible, but you know it's my logo, even though it's only a bit showing, because every part of it's distinct and unique. And you've done the same here in a really nice way. It's very modern in its museum. And again, Museum of Modern Art is very modern. You've done a great job, cracking. Next one, Pakwee. Hot sauce. Okay, I love this. This is great. It's very bold and vibrant. Let's have a look. Get this big view up. Oh, nice. Again, first thing I see is the packaging with the logo on it, with the brand colors. You can really understand the vibe, which is what we go for in brand identity, is if you're seeing this on the shelf, would you buy it? Yes, this would make me stop as a designer and go, ooh, that's nice. It's presented really well, essentially, is what I'm saying. The logo, fun, friendly, blocky. It's kind of got that extreme Fortnite typography in it, which is nice. And you've got down here, easy to read text, which still fits because it's kind of like, you know, being letterpressed onto it to give it that feel of a barbecue. I like the way that you've actually chosen the white to be the frame. You've sort of composed this in a really interesting way. You've used flames to give off that fire, but it also separates the design out really nicely, adding a nice bit of contrast to the redness of everything. I feel like a food critic here. This is great. Let's have a look at other ones. Yeah, works again. You've got a really nice system here. Which one would you guys go for? Oh, the Carolina Reaper. I wouldn't go for this. It would like knock 7 bells out of me. These are really high quality mock-ups. I like this a lot. Something I would change though here is obviously you've got like the strength or how hot it is in this icon up at the top right, and I wouldn't have it there personally. I would put it in a circle or in a square. I wouldn't have it in that jarring diamond shape. I would just keep it like as a normal square because it's easier for people to read, and also it fits nicer within a grid. And I know you've not used a grid technically because everything is centered justified. By that I mean this is all centered justified, but I would keep it within a square, just look a bit nicer, or even a circle, or even just without, because yeah, you don't need it. Again, I'm gonna have to give you an award. I don't know if I can give you one though. Is there one for 50? There is. You can take my energy. I'm being cheap. I'm low on coins. I know. Now, if you don't know, we do like memes on the Reddit, so I'm gonna go and find one. They don't get upvotes enough. Everyone's just upvoting nice work. I'm gonna have to create flares for this so that every time we upload something, you can say whether it's a design or if it's a meme. I just wanted to bring everyone's attention to this. I'm gonna give this my official vote, but hey Will, check out my logo. Here's me, I like it. But, and then you're dead, yeah. Let's see what you say. Those people are often the ones that actually use constructive criticism instead of saying, oh my God, I love it, and just leaving it no matter how good, bad it is. A lot of people might feel like a bit nervous about posting on the subreddit because I go through them. But honestly, if you post to the subreddit, it's great. I post work all the time and I get thousands of people critiquing it and telling me suggestions, and I grow from it. Sometimes it's a bit frustrating because I'm not able to express myself properly or answer the questions because there's so many of them. But critique is a huge part of learning in graphic design. You have to learn to take it and learn to understand when it's constructive or when it's not constructive, when to implement a change or not implement a change. But don't let this put you off because I'm not nasty. Everything I try to do on the Reddit is designed to help you. That's the goal. So if you guys want to post memes, I'm going to create some flares on the subreddit for you to make it easier. And obviously, if you liked this video, then you'll probably like this one here. It is going to be maybe life-changing, or I could be lying. Click it.